Hello again and welcome to video 3 in this short series of tutorials explaining how to create kitchen plans from Microsoft Word. We now have our grid on screen that we made in lesson 2. So for this lesson I think what we'll do is we'll just quickly go through some of these buttons at the top here and explain their function and draw some shapes on the screen. So let's just quickly choose the line button at the moment. And let's draw a line on screen. First of all though, let me just draw your attention again to the cursor and how it's changed now to a set of crosshairs, and this allows you to accurately place the start and finish of your line on screen relative to your grid marks. So let's leave our line there. You'll notice that it's still highlighted. This is indicated by these little circles at each end. If I hover the cursor over one of those circles, you'll see that in this case it's changed to a double-ended arrow, and this is the resizing cursor. If I click down on that at the moment, you'll see that I can lengthen, shorten, or move the position of the line relative to its starting point. If I hover the cursor directly on top of the object, as I have just now, you'll notice it's changed again, and this time it's a four-pointed arrow-headed cross. If I click down just now, then you'll see that I can move this line in the position it was, i.e. it was in a horizontal position before, and I can move that wherever I want on screen. If for example the line was sitting at this angle, I can again move it anywhere I want on screen and it stays at the same angle it was at. Just to demonstrate this on some of the other objects, as to show you some of these other functions, let's just quickly click on arrows at the moment. Now again, this is just the same as lines, it just has an arrowhead on the end, and this can be useful to point out certain objects or interesting elements on your drawing if you need to. They react in exactly the same way to the cursors to lengthen, shorten, or move their position relative to their origin. So that's arrows. I'll click on rectangles just now, and you'll find in the course of drawing your kitchen plans that this is probably the button you'll use the most, actually, because the majority of your units and appliances are obviously square or rectangular in shape. So again, let's just use our crosshairs and place them, our crosshair cursor, sorry, and place that directly on top of a grid cross, and let's draw, just for the sake of it, a box 6 across by 6 down. Okay, this box that we've now created has these little highlighting circles on its corners and edges, pretty much as the lines did as well. It just indicates that the object is active just now, if you like, that it's highlighted. On this particular object though, you'll notice we also have an additional circle, and this one's coloured green. If I hover my cursor over the top of it, you'll see it's changed to a sort of rotational indicator, and that's exactly what it does actually. If I click just now, the cursor changes again, and if I move my mouse, you can see that I'm able to rotate that object about its axis. Now the same applies to circles as well. I'll click the circle button or oval button at the top, and let's just draw an oval, and I'll click over this green circle again, and you can see what happens there. It'll just move it around its axis, so it's quite a useful little feature if you want to have a dabble around with that. That's all I'm going to cover in this lesson just now. In part 4 we'll talk about text boxes, some special shapes that you might come across, and some of the other more interesting features on this drawing package. Okay, so we'll see you in number 4. Bye for now.